Konnichiwa, watashi wa Irina desu. Today, we will learn how to use verb type forms with helping verbs iru. So, Japanese verbs can be divided into 3 groups. First group is verbs that describe activities that last for some time. For example, taberu. And second group is verbs that describe changes that are more or less instantaneous. For example, shinu. And third group is verbs that describe continuous state. For example, aru. And both verbs in first group and second group goes with teiru. However, verbs in third group which describe states does not go with teiru. Verbs in first group can be used in their type form to describe action in progress. For example, tabeteiru, which means is eating. So the type form plus iru basically means is doing something. Next example, in sentences, Sora-san wa ima benkyou shiteimasu, which means Sora is studying right now. And you can also add ka to make the sentence a question. For example, ima nani o shiteimasu ka, which means what are you doing right now? Verb teimasu can also be used to describe someone's occupation or someone's habit. For example, watashi wa eigo o shiteimasu. So this sentence can have 2 meanings, which is I teach English or I am teaching English right now. Next example is Mearie san wa mainichi nihongo o benkyou shiteimasu, which means Mary has a habit of studying Japanese every day. Next, verbs in second group, which is verbs that describe changes that are more or less instantaneous. These verbs describe changes from one state to another. For example, kekkonsuru, which means marry. If you get married, your status changes from single to married, and the changes that took place in the past, and it will remain until present moment. For example, Yamashita sensei wa kekkon shiteimasu, which means Professor Yamashita is married. However, verbs like iku and kuru belong to the change class, and it describes the result of prior movements and not movements currently in progress. For example, Shugoku ni iteimasu means somebody has gone to China, and not she is going to China. And second example is uchi ni kiteimasu, which means somebody has come over to visit and not somebody is coming over. To say someone is coming, you can simply say it like this. Mearie-san wa kimasu, as the present tense refers to both present and future.
こんにちは、私はサブリナです。誰か長い髪を持っているかどうかをどのように説明しますか? Let's see on how to describe a person's physical attributes in general. Let's say you want to talk about someone's eyes. You can say, Maruko-san wa mei ga ookii desu. And it's just the same for other body parts. Now, adjectives or nouns, their forms for joining sentences. しましょうか? First, let's look at ikyoshi. You have to substitute the final e to kute. For example, atarashi will be atarashikute. So, the full sentence using their form for an ikyoshi will be Kaban wa atarashikute takai desu. But you have to remember that for an irregular ikyoshi, which is e, you have to substitute the e with yokute. It's an exception. Next, for a non-adjective formed by adding that to the base. For example, kire. Even though the word ends with e, it's a non-adjective, and by adding that, it will be kirede. The full sentence using non-adjective is Niwa wa kirede yokatta desu. For the last one is a noun plus des. The third form of a noun plus des sequence is formed by adding that to the noun. Let's see the example. If you want to tell people about your nationality and you are a student of USM, you can say, Watashi wa Malaysian de USM no gakusei desu. You can see that Malaysian is a noun.
Konnichiwa. My name is Shafika binti Nusraidi and I'm also one of your sensei for today. Now, let us learn about how to make these sentences. In Japanese, to say go and do something in Japanese, you can put this in order, which is the location, the direction particle, ni or he, the V stem of the verb, ni again, and iko. Next, for come and go, you can also start with location or other things based on the context, and then ni, V stem, ni again, and then kuro. Next, for go home and do something was also the same as the rest, but you need to change the end to kairo. Basically, that is the construction. You just need to change the end to iko, kuro, and kairo based on what you want to tell. What I mean by V stem, for example, we have kai ni iko, which means go to buy. Make the u form of the verb kau to become mas form, which is kaimasu, and take the stem kai and add ni after that. If you want to make a full sentence, just add something you want to buy in front of the sentence before. Like McDonald's kai ni iko. Another example you can make using this way is Ibento ni utai ni iko, which means I go to sing at event. In this sentence, utau has been changed to utaimasu, and the stem utai has been added in the sentence along with ni iko. And for our last topic of lesson 7, which is, yes, counting people. The counter for people is nin, but one person and two people are classified as irregular, which is hitori and futari. Let us try counting until 10 people. Hitori, futari, 3人、4人、5人、6人、7人、8人、9人、10人. In sentences, you can use it like this. For example, 私の家族は5人です, which means there are 5 people in my family. That's the end of lesson 7, and now let us move on to the exercise.
こんにちは皆さん、私はグアンツーさんです。So now it's our practice time. You can pause for a while answering the questions. Let's revise together. 一緒に練習しましょう。Let's start. 1番、メアリーさんは何をしていますか？写真を撮っています。2番、ナオミさんは何をしていますか？音楽を弾いています。3番、ソラさんは何をしていますか？テレビを見ています。4番、ロバートさんはどこに住んでいますか？マレーシアに住んでいます。何歳ですか？56歳です。結婚していますか？はい、結婚しています。 ナオミさんは友達のうちに何をしに行きますか？遊びに行きます。カルロさんはカフェに何をしに行きますか？コーヒーを飲みに行きます。ヤスミンさんはデパートに何をしに行きますか？お土産に買いに行きます。ヨーコさんはお寺に何をしに行きますか？写真を撮りに行きます。Next, answer the following about comparison questions. 女の人は痩せていますか？はい、痩せています。男の人、傘の持っていますか？いいえ、傘の持っていません。男の人は背が低いですか？はい、背が低いです。男の人は目が小さいですか？いいえ、目が大きいです。Now, look at this picture and answer the following questions. このクラスに学生が何人いますか？ 8 人います。このクラスに学生が何人いますか？ 8 人います。男の人が何人いますか？ 4 人います。女の人が何人いますか？ 4 人います。Now, please describe me. 目が小さいです。If like this. 目が大きいです。髪が長いです。背が高いです。Today, we are also going to learn some new kanji. 新しい漢字。1番、目、耳、で、口、首、食堂、車。Alright, so that's all from our group. ありがとうございます。